Today we're going to study the hymn history, Just When I Need Him Most. There is a very interesting connection between both men behind this song, William C. Poole and Charles H. Gabriel. They both wanted the lyrics they wrote or the music they composed to help others. William C. Poole, who lived from 1875 to 1949, came from a family of generations of Quakers in Maryland. Yet Poole's parents joined the Methodist Church after they got married. Of the three children they had, two, including William, became Methodist ministers, while the third was a Methodist class leader. William attended Washington College, one of America's oldest colleges, founded in 1782 in Chesterton, Maryland, was ordained into the ministry in 1900 and served as a pastor of several Methodist churches over a period of 35 years. He also became the superintendent of the Anti-Saloon League of Delaware in 1913. As to his hymn writing, he wrote, "My first appearance in print outside of local papers was in 1907. Since my 12th year, I have been writing verses in old composition books, which I carefully concealed. Many of these verses were hymns. It was in 1907 that I ventured to send a manuscript to a prominent publisher and asked if it was worth keeping. They immediately referred me to Charles H. Gabriel, and he asked for more. Among the first lot was Just When I Need Him Most, which immediately became popular. Since then, I have written about 500 hymns and 300 other verse manuscripts, besides many special articles in spare moments of a busy life. They are written on trains, in meetings, and anywhere the mood seizes me. I have been working under high pressure most of the time since I was 15 years old. While hymn writing does not pay me as compared with other work, I will stop a high-priced article anytime to write a hymn which will help others on the way. If I cannot sing to make others listen, I will write such that they will read. My real work is that of a minister and pastor. The writing is done as recreation and diversion from responsibilities which might otherwise depress me. The same idea which sends me to my pulpit sends me to my pen or typewriter, to help somebody. As God's people, we should have the same purpose for our life as well, for God to use us to help others know and walk with God. The composer of the music for this hymn, Charles Hutchison Gabriel, was born on August 18, 1856, on his father's 160-acre farm 7.5 miles north of Wilton Junction, Iowa. His father, Isaac Newton Gabriel, 1822 to 1873, was a farmer first, but he was also a neighborhood music teacher, a civic office holder, and, in 1864, the appointed captain of an Iowa State militia unit. Most importantly, Isaac led the family in song using a tuning fork, turning the Gabriel home into a kind of informal music conservatory. Family and neighbors gathered here to sing hymns, gospel songs, and even more demanding choral pieces. Charles later recalled that his family sang the Hallelujah chorus from memory, along with selections from Haydn's Creation and Mendelssohn's Elijah. That is no small repertoire for a farmhouse on the prairie. His mother, Cleopatra Cotton Gabriel, 1828 to 1889, supplied the spiritual compass. When young Charles told her of his ambition to write songs, she gave him a benchmark by which to measure his entire career. Not fame, not the presidency, but usefulness to a soul. Write a song that will help somebody. Charles grew up surrounded by siblings, song, and a mother's quiet vision for him. Formal education was limited. There was no conservatory, no college, no academic music training in his future. Charles taught himself the reed organ, later learned the piano, and absorbed everything he could from the singing school tradition that flourished across the rural Midwest. On his 16th birthday, he began teaching others music and how to sing. Charles had some up and down times in his early years of producing music, but with time he became very well known and sought after for his music composing skills. Estimates of his total output range from about 7,000 to 8,000 compositions, hymns, gospel songs, anthems, children's cantatas, Christmas cantatas, secular operettas, instructional books for piano and reed organ, and on and on and on. His songs spread far beyond the page through the urban crusades of Billy Sunday and Homer Rodeheaver, who led massive choirs and audiences in singing them. Rodeheaver himself once said that without Charles Gabriel's hymns, he could not have held those crowds the way he did. Charles Gabriel died on September the 14th, 1932, in Hollywood, California, after a long illness. He left behind no recorded final words, no dramatic deathbed scenes, just decades of work and a body of song that's outlived him by nearly a century. Somewhere on the Iowa prairie more than 150 years ago, a mother told her son she would rather he write a song that helps somebody than become president of the United States. He took her at her word. He wrote thousands of them. And every Sunday morning, somewhere in the world, a congregation still stands amazed in the presence of Jesus the Nazarene, singing words that a man named Charles Gabriel set down on paper because his mother once asked him to. As shared, the hymn was written in 1907 and may have first been published that year, but the earliest I could find published was in Charles Gabriel's hymnal, The Victory, in 1908. Let's now sing the song. Just when I need him, Jesus is near. Just when I falter, just when I fear, ready to help me, ready to cheer. Just when I need him most, just when I need him most, just when I need him most, Jesus is near to comfort and cheer. Just when I need him most, just when I need him, Jesus is true, never forsaking all the way through, giving for burdens, pleasures anew. Just when I need him most, just when I need him most, just when I need him most, Jesus is near to comfort and cheer. Just when I need him most, just when I need him, Jesus is strong, bearing my burdens all the day long. For all my sorrow, giving a song. Just when I need him most, just when I need him most, just when I need him most, Jesus is near to comfort and cheer. Just when I need him most, just when I need him, he is my all. Answering when up on him I call, tenderly watching lest I should fall. Just when I need him most, just when I need him most, just when I need him most, Jesus is near to comfort and cheer. Just when I need him